The Los Angeles Lakers are at the center of the NBA media landscape this offseason as they begin their quest for another franchise championship. Superstar Luka Doncic has been everywhere this summer, appearing in advertisements, podcasts, and taking trips overseas to visit international fans. He's also been debuting his latest signature sneakers with Jordan Brand, to which he gifted his entire Lakers squad at the start of NBA preseason. The Jordan Luka 4 first released globally in April 2025 alongside the subset launch of the Jordan Luka .77 model. Alongside names like Celtics' Jason Tatum and Pelicans' Zion Williamson, Doncic leads the way for the Jumpman in the scope of NBA superstars. The sneakers have already released in a number of debut colorways and are expected to see more releases throughout the upcoming season. Having your own signature sneaker with Jordan Brand has its perks, and Luka Doncic was kind enough to spread the love to his Lakers teammates. Players like Dalton Connect showed love for their new favorite sneakers. Doncic gifts Lakers the Jordan Luka 4. In the most nonchalant fashion, Doncic had a cart full of sneakers waiting for his teammates when they arrived to practice. Met with hugs and adoration, some players laced up the pair immediately while they ogled at some of the unreleased colorways. Everyone who wanted a pair was able to get one, and we should see a few of these pairs on feet throughout the season. Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers open their 20,255-26 NBA season on October 21st at home against the Golden State Warriors. The NBA might be headed for another seismic superstar reunion, and the Dallas Mavericks are in pole position to make it happen, according to oddsmakers. According to new odds from Bovada, the Mavericks are now the odds-on favorites, minus 120, to land LeBron James from the Los Angeles Lakers before the February 2026 trade deadline, a move that could reunite the four-time MVP with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis. James' former franchises, the Cleveland Cavaliers, plus 350, and the Miami Heat, plus 900, trail behind. The Golden State Warriors sit at plus 450, followed by the New York Knicks, plus 550, and Phoenix Suns, plus 900. If realized, the deal would mark the latest chapter in LeBron's extraordinary career, and perhaps its most poetic. It would bring together three players whose shared championship history still resonates a decade later. The move would reunite James with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis, rekindling the chemistry that powered the Cavaliers' 2016 championship and the Lakers' 2020 championship runs. Mavericks' most ambitious trade target. Bleacher Report's Greg Swartz listed James as the most ambitious trade target for Dallas, arguing that his arrival would cement the Mavericks as instant title contenders in the Western Conference. If LeBron James grows tired of being a number 2 option with the Lakers, finishing his career with the Dallas Mavericks is an intriguing option, Swartz wrote. He proposed a trade package centered on Klay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, Caleb Martin, and Najee Marshall, which could match James' $52.6 million salary while keeping Dallas' core of Irving, Davis, P.J. Washington, Derek Lively II, and Cooper Flagg intact. That potential lineup, James, Davis, and Irving under Jason Kidd and Frank Vogel and also Phil Handy, would give Dallas a legitimate super team, just as the Western Conference balance of power shifts. But that will also weigh heavily on Irving's recovery from ACL injury and James' health. When healthy, James is still among the top 10 players in the league, per ESPN's rankings. Dallas rising, Lakers reeling. The Mavericks opened preseason play 2-1 behind strong performances from Davis and Flagg, the number 1 overall pick, and their collective depth. Flagg's versatility has drawn comparisons to a young LeBron for his size, IQ, and all-around impact. "You damn right," said ESPN's Kendrick Perkins on NBA Today. Flagg is the white version of LeBron James. When you talk about his IQ for the game, he has that. Flagg primarily handled the ball as a point forward against the Utah Jazz on Monday and did not turn the ball over, which impressed Perkins. The 18-year-old rookie scored 11 points, added 7 rebounds, an assist, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in 21 minutes. Meanwhile, the Lakers are 1-3 with James sidelined by sciatica. Though Los Angeles features Luka Doncic as its franchise centerpiece, early struggles have reignited whispers that LeBron might eventually want to chase another ring elsewhere, possibly with the Mavericks' familiar faces. Why the Mavericks fit LeBron's final act? Dallas offers what LeBron craves most at this stage: depth, structure, and star teammates he trusts. The Kid-Vogel coaching tandem helped guide LeBron to his last championship with the Lakers in 2020. With Irving and Davis already in place, adding James would create a closing chapter straight out of NBA folklore, one that could bring Dallas its first title since 2011. At 40 years old, LeBron James continues to defy the conventional limitations of age in professional basketball. However, the recent announcement of a sciatica injury that will sideline him for his first-ever season opener has ignited discussions about his future. The injury, coupled with a range of other factors, has led some analysts to speculate that James might consider retirement before the season concludes. Injury concerns fuel retirement talk. Christopher Klein from Fansided has weighed in on the situation, positing that if the Lakers fail to maximize their potential this season, LeBron may choose to step away from the game. LeBron doesn't need this anymore, Klein remarked, highlighting the uncertainty surrounding the Lakers' competitive prospects. With the team's defense expected to rely heavily on DeAndre Ayton, who has yet to prove he can anchor the unit effectively, Klein suggests that the lack of support could lead James to reevaluate his commitment to the sport. Klein anticipates that LeBron will recognize the limitations of the current roster before the season reaches its midpoint. He predicts that the star will announce his intention to retire, shifting his focus to celebrating his illustrious career while making one last push for success on the court. Defensive woes and roster changes. The Lakers have attempted to bolster their roster this offseason, signing Marcus Smart, a former Defensive Player of the Year, alongside Jake LaRavia and Ayton. While Smart's presence brings defensive accolades, questions linger about whether he can maintain his effectiveness, particularly given his recent injury history. Furthermore, the Lakers' other key defender, Jared Vanderbilt, also struggles with health issues, casting doubt on the team's ability to hold opponents at bay. As the Lakers prepare for the upcoming season, the weight of these defensive challenges looms large. The team may find itself in a precarious position, especially as star player Luka Doncic remains a formidable force in the league. If the Lakers cannot rise to the occasion, it may prompt James to consider his future sooner rather than later. A season of uncertainty. With the start of the season approaching, the landscape surrounding LeBron James is fraught with uncertainty. As he manages his health and navigates a roster that poses more questions than answers, the implications for his career grow increasingly complex. As retirement speculation swirls, one thing remains clear: James's legacy will continue to be a topic of discussion as long as he is on the court, and this season may very well determine the final chapter of his illustrious journey.